If you're running a CPA firm, you already know the pressure to grow is relentless. But what if I told you that the way we've always been taught to grow, just hire more people, is actually the very thing holding you back? Okay, let's get into this, because we are going to break down a whole new model for scaling your firm that's all about working smarter, not harder. And this just says it all, doesn't it? I mean, you can have the right goal, you can have all the determination in the world, but if your tools are completely wrong, that journey is going to be painful. And listen, this has nothing to do with the lack of effort. It's about using a broken toolkit. And that one idea is the key to everything we're about to talk about.
So let's talk about that marathon. The finish line, it's a bigger, more profitable firm. But those flip-flops, those old-school scaling methods, well, they make that run slow, incredibly exhausting, and honestly, it's just a recipe for total burnout.
And this, right here, is the crucial point. For decades, the answer to "we need to grow" was simple: we need to hire. But the entire game has changed. That simple equation, it just doesn't add up anymore. And firms that are still clinging to it are getting left in the dust.
So why exactly is this old way failing so badly? It's not just one thing. It's really a perfect storm of challenges that pretty much every firm is dealing with right now. Let's break down what those roadblocks actually are.
Before I show you the list, just take a second. Think about your own firm. What are the bottlenecks? What's that thing that keeps you up at night during tax season? Come on, be honest with yourself. I'm willing to bet that some of the things you're thinking of right now are about to pop up.
And there they are. That talent shortage, it's not just some headline. It means you're paying a premium for experience and you're still coming up short. And clients demanding more value? That means the compliance work that your firm was built on is now just a commodity. But the burnout of your best people? That's the real killer. Because when your stars walk out the door, they take client relationships and years of knowledge with them. It's a system that is literally designed to break.
But okay, here's the good news. There is a much, much better way. And we're not talking about some small tweak here. This is about a fundamental shift in how a modern CPA firm can operate to completely sidestep all those roadblocks we just talked about.
And this is the core of the new model right here. It's a powerful three-part strategy. First, you leverage skilled offshore teams for capacity. Second, you use white label services to expand what you can offer, like overnight. And third, you refocus your amazing in-house team on their highest and best use.
All right, so let's get practical and see how this toolkit really works. We're going to unpack the key strategies that the smartest firms are using right now to unlock some serious growth. Now, what's so fascinating here is how much the view on outsourcing has changed. This isn't just about saving a few bucks anymore. It's a strategic weapon. You get immediate access to a massive pool of talent already trained in US standards. The time zone difference becomes your secret superpower. Work literally gets done while you sleep, and you can scale your team way up for tax season and then right back down again without all the overhead. It's a no-brainer. As you grow, you also need leadership. But what kind? This lays it out perfectly. Think of it this way. An accounting manager is all about the now, supervising the team, smoothing out the daily workflows, making sure today runs perfectly. A controller, on the other hand, is about the future. They're doing strategic planning, forecasting, and giving you the financial insights to make those big growth decisions. Knowing which one you need and when is absolutely key. And here's the real game changer. You can get that high-level controller strategy or that crucial day-to-day management without adding a massive six-figure salary to your payroll. Outsourcing these leadership roles gives you the exact expertise you need right when you need it. It's incredible.
Okay, on to the second tool in our kit, white label services. The idea is simple, but it is so powerful. An expert firm does all the work behind the scenes, but everything that goes to your client has your firm's brand on it. They never know the difference. It's your secret weapon for expansion.
So why is this model so popular? Well, because you get the best of all worlds. You maintain 100% control over your client relationships. That's totally non-negotiable. You get to instantly offer new specialized services without the headache and the risk of hiring. It lets you say yes to more work and grow your revenue, all while keeping your core team lean, mean, and focused. So let's apply this thinking to the biggest pain point for almost every firm out there, tax season. Instead of just trying to survive it every year, what if you could completely reinvent your workflow to make it smoother, less stressful, and way more profitable?
This is what that new workflow actually looks like. All that time-consuming prep work for every major return type, it's handled by a dedicated offshore team. They work securely, they've got quality checks built right in,
And this completely frees up your valuable, expensive in-house staff to do what only they can do: high-level review, strategic tax planning, and actually talking to your clients.
Okay, so we've talked strategy, we've talked about the tools, but the big question is, does it actually work? Let's look at the real-world impact that firms are seeing when they finally make this shift. First things first, let's talk about the bottom line. Think about your current operating costs for a second. Now, imagine slashing them by a staggering 40 to 60%. That's what firms are reporting by strategically blending their teams. That isn't just a saving, it's a massive injection of profit. It's rocket fuel for your business.
But this isn't just about saving money. It's about unlocking insane growth potential. With this new model, firms are doubling, sometimes even tripling their capacity to take on new clients, especially during that critical tax season. Just think about that. What would it mean for your firm's revenue if you never had to say no to a new client again, just because you were swamped?
And you know, the impact goes so far beyond just the numbers on a spreadsheet. We're talking about a complete cultural shift. Staff morale goes through the roof because they're not buried in grunt work anymore. Partners finally have the time to, well, be partners and think strategically. And because the whole team is less stressed and more focused, the client relationships actually get stronger.
So after seeing all of this, the final question really is for you. Let's do a quick tech-in right now and see if your firm is truly built and ready for the future of this industry.
If you're nodding your head to any of these, if you're constantly fighting to find good people, if you dread tax season like the plague, if you're watching your profits get eaten alive by overhead while turning away good business, then it is absolutely 100% time to rethink your entire operating model. And that brings us right back to where we started. The goal of growing your firm is the right one, but you have to ask yourself, are you giving your firm the modern tools it needs to actually win the race? Or are you setting yourself up for another slow, painful, and exhausting journey? The choice is yours.